Hi students. What did we take last week? We started with Unit 4. We had our World of TV as the beginning of the unit. And there were a lot of things that we discussed within the last week here. Now, we started, first of all, with the listen and discuss part. And in the listen and discuss, we talked about a lot of movie topics, the kinds of movies that we have. We had animations, we had biographies, and also there was a discussion about the details of the movies, and we guessed the names. Also, you can see that there is a part of the pair work here that is with you as an exercise, and something that you can do, an additional thing, just to try to practice your conversation with your classmate. Also, we took the grammar part. Now, in the grammar part, we had about conjunctions, we had kind of paired conjunctions, and we have, for example, not only, but also, neither nor. Also, we have here either or, and so on. And we had the other kind of conjunctions that we have here in the sentences that we regularly use, like and, but, so, yet, and so on. After that, we took the conversation, which was about a football match, if you can remember. And we had the listening part, which is also about something concerning TV, a kind of show that was talking about interior design. And then we had the pronunciation. Now, in the pronunciation part, if you remember, we had a new thing that was, it was associated with, can you remember, what was it about? Vowels, consonants. So it was, yes, okay, so it was associated with vowels. We had the end of a word ending with a vowel and another word starting with a vowel, and then you try to link between the words. Now, we are going to start with the vocabulary building part here. Now, here, before we start with the vocabulary building here, you can see that there were some guys, they were just coming and going here. Now we have here, who are they? Like this one here, or the ones before, who are they? So here, before we start with our lesson, let's just see who they are. They are who we call detectives. And these detectives, yes, I want to know who are they and what do they do? What do you know about detectives? They are associated with our lesson today and tomorrow's lesson also, which is the reading part. Now we have here, generally, detectives, they investigate in cases. We have here, if there is a kind of murder case, crimes, crime scenes, whatever, you can find a detective, he is looking around, or they are looking around for kinds of clues and try to solve the crime mystery. Okay, now the title of the reading part here is the formula behind detective stories on TV, and we are mentioning it, although we have here the vocabulary today, which is the lesson, but we are mentioning it because the vocabulary building that we have, all the words are found in the reading part. So before we start with the vocab that we have, let's just try to practice the pronunciation that we took in the last lesson. So as I told you, we have here one word ends with a vowel and the other one starts, and there's a kind of link, there's a kind of flow. So I'm going to give you just a chance to just read it, try to start first, and then you can revise with me. But as I told you, try to link between your words if they end and also begin with a vowel. And as I told you, in English, there is a kind of link and attachment between words. So yes, we can start. One way or another, not or another, the detective always accomplishes his mission, much to the satisfaction of the audience. Not the audience, the audience, related to each other. The formula for detective stories is so successful, it is hard to imagine hard to imagine. Now remember when I said that it is not also not something related to the speed of the reading or the speaking. No, it's just how you link the words. So it is hard to imagine that it will ever be significantly altered. After all, who wants to watch? Who wants to watch a detective story without action and adventure, or in which the villain wins? So this is our practice for the pronunciation part, and we are going to move on to our vocabulary building. So don't forget that you are still building your building here. Just to remind you of your objectives for the vocabulary, we have here, we are going to give the meaning of the new vocabulary from context, establish the meaning of new vocabulary in relation to their synonyms and antonyms, answer questions and state the definitions, and also we have here to form sentences using the new vocabulary, which is our practice together. Okay, now you will open your book on page number 59. There we have the exercise. You will see these words in the reading on pages 60 and 61. Match the words with their meanings. So we are going to do as usual. We are going to read our words. We are going to try to see if there's something known from before or not. And if not, we are going to do as usual. We are going to go through the meaning in context, also to read the meaning and try to relate with other things that we know. We have also to ask a classmate if you can and discuss the meanings together. And there is also the solution of getting hints from pictures, synonyms, antonyms, and explanation. And as we agreed from the beginning of the semester, the last solution is to translate the word. Now we're going to start. So we have here, these are our words. Try to read them here. We have the first one, altered. Number 2, captivate. 3, confront, or we can say confront, it's okay. Then number 4, crucial. You can remember the word facial because there's a sh sound here. Crucial, facial masks, facial, let's say, treatment. So we have here crucial, it's the same thing. Defects. Then we have number 6, enduring. And then we have number 7, exotic. Number 8, ironically, from the word ironic, ironically, like significant, significantly. Then we have the last one, the PH, the F sound, phenomenal. We have here the word phenomenal. Yes, so let's start. We're going to start first of all with the first part. Now, first thing that we're going to do, that we are going to go back to the reading part that we have here on our pages 60 and 61. So we have here, first of all, the word. The first word is going to be altered. Yes, just to try to understand from the content that we have, the formula for detective stories is so successful, it is hard to imagine that it will ever be significantly altered. After all, who wants to watch a detective story without action and adventure, or in which the villain wins? So when we enjoy a detective movie or we read a detective story, we all enjoy the same kind of problem solving. We have here the case that is happening, looking for hints or clues, and then at the end we discover who did the crime or what's happened at the end. So no one wants something else to change. For example, the detective losing the case or the villain winning or something else happening. So usually it's the same story that we enjoy. Nobody likes it to be altered. Here, for example, we have the pencil. When you sometimes write something, or if someone is writing the story, he or she thinks about altering. So we have here the word alter here. It means that you will, let's see here. Now we have our words. Let's see the meanings. We have the first one, unusual and attractive. We have here extremely important. C, imperfections. D, captures someone's attention. E, lasting. F, changed. G, great or remarkable. H, against the way it appears. And I, meets something difficult or dangerous. So if I say that the story, I want it the same, or we want it the same way, we want it at the end to know how it was solved or who solved it. So we do not want it to be, here we have the first word, which is altered, is the same meaning as we have here, changed. So we have here, the first one is going to be F. The next one. We have the word captivates. So let's see. There is something appealing about the mystery, and or we have here that captivates viewers and keeps them in suspense. So just concentrate here on the word captivate. We have here the word captivate. There is something about mysteries that always captivates viewers. We are all excited. So we have here, we can say that captivate, like here, these guys, they look very, we have the synonyms. They look very fascinated. Or we can say that they look very attracted or interested. So here, these are the synonyms of the word captivate. And we have here also some pictures to help you understand. We have here what the word means. So going back to the meanings. Now let's just quickly read again. We have here unusual and attractive, extremely important, imperfections, captures someone's attention. So here, the best one to go with captivate here and exactly the same meaning is going to be, yes, we have here D, which is captures someone's attention. Why? Because this means that someone is interested, someone is attracted to what we have. So captivate means actually the same meaning as we have here. After that, we have. Now from here, we're going to take the word, our word, which is confront. Just to read it, we have here, they know the hero will confront dangerous villains. So here, the detective is the hero. And what does he do? He confronts dangerous villains. So you can see here, confront is the antonym or the opposite of the word avoid. And here, from the word confront, from the word front, it helps you. So instead of giving you just a picture, I'm going to show you just by a gesture. What does it mean? We have here to confront. So when we go back to the meanings that we have, you can see that we have here confronts, unusual and attractive. Does it go with this? Extremely important, imperfections, lasting, great or remarkable, against the way it appears, meets something difficult or dangerous. So I am meeting, I have something in my face, I'm meeting something or someone difficult or dangerous. And here, just to note, it doesn't have to be something dangerous or a criminal. It can be a problem, for example. It can be some kind of moment that you have to pass by, and so on. So we have here the word confront means meets something difficult or dangerous. So we have here I is going to be our choice. Moving on. So actually here we have two. We have the first one. Of course, the villain always plays a crucial role in the story. So yes, the detective is our hero. But even the villain, if there is no villain, there is no story. So he plays, or she plays, or they play a crucial role in the story. So we have here the word crucial is the same as if I give you the example, final exams are a crucial part of the semester. They are crucial. They are basic. And we have the other one. Most villains also have physical or psychological defects that add to the ugliness of their character, such as a scarred face, a missing limb, or a split personality. So there's something ugly about them, as we have here. Now here, you can see also in this picture to help you, now we have here, he doesn't look very attractive, so there is some kind of defect. He doesn't look perfect. So going back to our words, we have here the word crucial, as we said that the villain plays a crucial part. We cannot just miss him or delete him. That's why he is, we can say, yes, B. Extremely important. And if I give you an example of something, a scarred face, a missing limb, we have here the ugly guy that we just saw, which means that we have here defects, which are plural, are going to be, you're going to look for a plural word here that we have. Yes, we have the C, which is imperfections. So he is not perfect. There is something wrong about him actually. So we have here, they are his imperfections. So here we have defects is going to be C. Moving on. Yes, okay, so we have here three words. No, the first part we have, but what accounts for the phenomenal success and enduring popularity of detective stories? And then we have, is it the action and adventure, the high-speed chases, danger, and exotic settings? So here, we are actually talking about the detective stories here and how they are very attractive. So we have here three positive words. We have the first one, phenomenal, we have enduring, and we have here exotic. So first of all, let's see the examples. The first one, enduring. And we have here, and enduring a popularity of detective stories. Did you notice that some stories, they are very famous and they are repeated again and again? There are a lot of movies, there are versions of the same movies, there are books and copies of the same books because they are still enjoyable and they keep going on and on. So we have here on and on is the same as we say here, continuing. It's not something that stops. Also, we can say about exotic. So one of the things that makes stories or the detective stories here very attractive, the exotic settings. Now, if I show you, for example, this picture, you can see that there are a lot of, maybe you can't just recognize immediately, but we have here a lot of herbs. Now, these herbs, they are attractive to see, and you can see there are a lot of kinds. Do you know them all? No. So they are attractive, they are different, they are a little bit strange, but in a good way. So this is what we call exotic. We have the word exotic. So exotic means here that something is attractive and a little bit strange or different from what you are used to. And then going back to our word, the first one, but what accounts for the phenomenal success? We have here phenomenal is the same as we say here, amazing, outstanding, fascinating. So something here is very attractive. Now moving on to our meanings. Yes, now we have the three words, enduring, exotic, and phenomenal. We have the first one, unusual and attractive. What did I say about the first? What was unusual but very attractive, like the picture of the herbs, which we said that they are exotic. Yes, okay, so we have here. Yes, let's see, first of all, enduring. Okay, let's start here with number 6. Enduring here, as we said, The stories go on, they continue. So we have here, yes, okay, so it's going to be E, which is lasting, and then, yes, A, which is unusual or exotic. And then you have here two meanings left. We have here great and remarkable. We have here also H, which is against the way it appears. And of course, it shows that phenomenal here is going to be G, which is phenomenal, which leaves us to the last one, H, against the way it appears, is going to be ironically. We will explain. Now we have here ironically. Clearly, the TV audience enjoys the mystery and non-stop suspense of detective films. However, ironically, there is also predictability to the story that is tremendously appealing. So something is scary. Something makes you a little bit nervous about the story. But ironically, you are enjoying and you are fascinated by the same idea or the same story. So there is some kind of strange thing that is happening here. Now, ironic here is something that doesn't appear, is not as honest or sincere, or it's not the truth as it appears. So here we can say that we have, it can express dry humor. It can be the opposite of sincere, as I said, or polite, because some people, they talk in an ironic way, or they speak ironically, which is not polite, and also it is not serious. So which goes back to our meaning here that we had, which shows that something is not as it appears. Now we have here all the 9 words. We explained them. We had them in the content. I gave you some kind of gestures, some pictures, examples, and synonyms and antonyms. But the best way at the end to memorize the words and to not forget them is, as we said before, to relate. Now you have to think about your examples and connect to your own thoughts and your own examples. So I'm going to give you different examples from the stories of detectives or anything that is related to the detective part. We have the 9 words. Now I'm going to use them in sentences. We can say, Ahmed wanted to study pharmacology, but altered his major to computer sciences. So as we said, Ahmed here, he changed his specialization or major from pharmacology to social sciences, and this always happens. The fireworks captivated everyone's attention. Everyone was looking, everyone was interested. So we have here the word captivated means that it captured their attention. You have to always confront your problems. So if you have a problem, it is not, the solution is not to just avoid the problem. No, you have to confront. So as we said, confronting doesn't mean that it is something dangerous or a criminal. You have to confront anything that you are not satisfied with. Crucial moments happen to everyone, but you have to learn how to act quickly in them. So we have here these crucial moments that are very important. They have something that you have to act quickly in, crucial decisions, for example. So you have to learn how to act very quickly and wisely. The new computer has a lot of defects. I don't like it that much. So defects, it doesn't have to be related to a criminal's face. Defect, as we said, is a kind of imperfection that we have here. The imperfection can be related to anything, even our devices that we have. I love my friends so much. Our enduring friendship is so valuable to me. So inshallah that you have this kind of friendship that is continuing, it is lasting, and it is enduring. I wish to travel to exotic areas in the world. So as we said, something that is different, a little bit unusual, and enjoyable at the same time. Ironically, some people lie, although they don't like being lied to. So this is something that is really ironic, that some people, they do lie, although they know that they don't like being lied to. So this is just a kind of note for you, or some kind of thought to remember that, of course, we do not accept something to be done to us, so we will not do it in the opposite way. Okay, after that we have yes. Now this is going to be the last one we have. Do you remember these guys from Unit 1? We have here a symbiotic team. So we have here a kind of team pair, or the teams that we talked about. One of these kinds were the symbiotic animal teams. So we have here the example: symbiotic relationships between animals are phenomenal, they are great, they are fascinating, they are something that is completely different and a wonder. So we have here, these are our examples that we have. Now this is the way that I want you to connect between either things that you learned before or your personal thoughts and ideas, but try as much as you can to connect between what you have in mind and the words that you have. You can relate any word with what you have in mind. Now I'm going to give you my last example, so you can have here 3 ways to express the words that we have. First of all, we had the explanation related to detectives, and then I gave you these examples, and now I'm just going to give you a personal message using the all-in-one technique here that we have. Now you're going to see all the 9 words in a short paragraph, which is a personal message. You can be a phenomenal person. Learn how to captivate other people's attention by proving yourself in crucial moments. Confront yourself before others. Know your defects and avoid talking to people ironically. You can alter your lifestyle by doing what makes you happy and make them an enduring part of your life, and recharge your energy in exotic places you enjoy. So you can see that I used the words in 3 different ideas. They are not connected to just one idea. Now these are the 9 words that we have. We are going to revise them, inshallah, in our next lesson. But also I want you just to put in mind and prepare for our reading, which is also connected to the detective part on pages 60 and 61. Now also we have here some questions that we have. Of course, you have the exercise in the reading part, and something that I want you to be prepared for, which is to brainstorm a list of elements in a detective story. So it's something interesting and mainly something that we all know. So what are the basic elements that we have in a detective story? So we have here, this is going to be the part for next lesson, inshallah. Until then, just to cover up what we have here, now we recognized some words, we recalled meanings. Also we have here, we understood some words from the content that we had, also connecting with synonyms, antonyms, pictures, gestures, and so on. And at the end we have here, we connected at the end to the definition in each part, and also we related the new vocabulary to personal thoughts, experiences and ideas that we had. So until we start with our next lesson, try as much as you can to relate your words with your reality. So good luck to that, and we'll enjoy, inshallah, the next lesson.